at the point, at some point x comma y, be suppose given by rho, which is a function of xy, then the elementary mass function, elementary mass at this point P is given by rho del x del y. Okay, so the total mass at a point is this one. At a point it is rho del x del y. Okay, so the total mass of the lamina will be given by double integral rho dx dy, or you write dy dx, it doesn't matter, depending upon your interest and the question you can write it. Okay, so here the integrals embarrassing the whole area of the lamina. Okay, with again it's going, I think my with the integrals. The screen is visible now. It's sometimes
Yes,
being
ma'am.
updated. Yeah, embarrassing the whole area of the lamina. So this is how you calculate the total mass of the lamina. Double integral, this rho function will be given to you, dx, dy. You solve it, the result will be the total mass of the lamina. The same thing in polar coordinates. In polar coordinates, so for this you take rho to be some function of r and theta at the point r comma theta. Then in that case, the total mass of the lamina will be given by double integral rho r dr d theta, or d theta dr accordingly. Okay. So this formula you'll use to calculate the mass for a plain lamina. Now instead of a plain lamina, you can have a solid also. So mass for a solid. And here if the density function, if the density at a point, so since you are talking about a solid, the point will have x, y, and z. Okay. B rho is equal to f of x, y, z. Then the total mass of the solid will be given by triple integral rho dx dy dz with the appropriate limits of the integration. Understood? So it's just the formula. As I told you, if I get some other book, I have actually, but it's in the college department. So within a day or two, I think we will go to the college. Then I'll take one extra class for this one just to explain this part. Okay. Right now, you keep in mind this thing that for a plain lamina, you have to calculate the total mass in this form. Either in Cartesian coordinates or in polar coordinates, it is double integral. Rho function you will have r dr d theta, or you will have rho dx dy. For a solid, it will be the triple integral rho dx dy dz. Okay. Suppose, for example, you find the mass of the tetrahedron, find the mass of the tetrahedron bounded by the coordinate planes and the plane x by a plus y by b plus z by c is equal to 1. Okay. With the variable density, with the variable. So here the problem will be of two kind. The density will be either a variable or a constant. So with the variable density, here I'm taking with the variable density rho is given as mu x, y, z. So let us see the solution for this one. Okay. So the elementary mass at a point is what? So you take this one, you have this, and few things. This, suppose this is z axis, this is y axis, x axis. You can change according to your wish. Okay. So whatever you have here. Okay. So at some point, suppose you take just a second. Okay, some point you take here, it's okay, point p of xyz. So this part will be just del x del y del z. Okay, then the elementary mass at that point, elementary mass at point p is given as mu rho del x del y del z. Is it or not? So this will be, rho is given to you mu x y z del x del y del z. Therefore the whole mass will be equal to triple integral mu x y z dx dy dz. Okay, so the integrals here, the integrals will, I mean, the whole integrals will be the whole volume of this shape. That is, you take this, you can name them as O, this can be A, this can be B, this can be C. Okay, so the integrals embarrassing the whole volume O, A, B, C according to the figure. So now from this figure, even if you don't have figure, you have an idea of this limits, how to find the limits. So the limits of Z will be from where to where? 0 to C into 1 minus x by A minus y by B. Okay, now limits for y in xy plane, z will be 0. So the limits of y will be from, you take in terms of x. So that will be 0 to b into 1 minus x by a. And x limits from 0 to a you can write. Okay, so now you have the limits, you have the required volume. Just need to substitute the limits and calculate it. Okay, so the required mass will be equal to integral 0 to a integral 0 to b into 1 minus x by a into integral 0 to c into 1 minus x by a minus y by b. So since I have written this order, so that is mu x y z dz dy dx. Now integrate and tell me the answer for this one. Here I'm calculating the total, I mean required mass I'm calculating. Total mass of this tetrahedron bounded by the coordinate planes x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, z is equal to 0, and the plane x by a plus y by b plus z by c is equal to 1. Are you calculating? Please do answer.
Yes,
Am I
ma'am.
audible? Okay. So first you integrate, so you mu xy as it is, the z you will integrate with respect to z, so that will be z square by 2, limit 0 to 1 minus x by a minus y by b, you will get dy, and this whole thing dz dx. Mu you can write outside, by 2 you can write outside. Upper limit when you will put, you will get a c square also, that also I'll write outside. Now you have integral 0 to a integral 0 to b into 1 minus x by a as it is, x also as it is, x y also you have, so x y as it is. Now that's for lower limit it will be 0, for upper limit it will be 1 minus x by a minus y by b whole square you will get. This is with dy. Okay, now it's going, now it's going. Now the problem started here. I don't know what problem has this one. Okay, you try. C square mu by 2 integral 0 to a integral 0 to b into 1 minus x by a. Today at the same time we have the class. I mean my husband also. So he has taken the iPad and I'm using my laptop and this writing pad. Okay, solve it. You have this xy, z value we have substituted, that was 1 minus x by a minus y by b whole square dy dx. Solve it. One minus this one part a square you will get multiplied with y, okay, plus b square you will get. So b square, that means y square by b square, already a y in multiplication, so you will get y cube by b square. Then minus 2 times of a 1 minus x by a into y by b. So y is already in mind, so y square by b. Is this correct? This whole thing need to be integrated within the limits 0 to b into 1 minus x by a with respect to y, and then with respect to x. Correct? Calculations? Hmm? So you integrate, you will get 1 minus x by a whole square as it is. For y, it will be y square by 2. Minus 2, I'll write this first part as it is. For this is b, is it b? Yeah, it's b only. So y cube by 3b, I'll get y cube by 3b, I will get. Then plus y to the power 4 by 4b square. Limits 0 to, what is that, b into 1 minus x by a dx. Are you solving?
Yes, ma'am.
Got the answer? Hmm? So if you simplify this one, integral 0 to a as it is, okay, substitute the limits now. It is x as it is, 1 minus x by a whole square. Upper limit only I'm substituting, for lower limit all three terms will be 0. So I'll get b square by 2 into 1 minus x by a whole square, first part. Okay. Then minus 2 into 1 minus x by a. Again, this will be b cube by 3b into 1 minus x by b whole cube plus 1 by 4b square as it is, b to the power 4 into 1 minus x by b. Is it x by a na? Sorry, x by a whole to the power 4. This whole thing dx. So if you solve it, you will get mu c square by 2. Okay. Integral 0 to a x as it is. Here you will get b square by 2. And with this one, you will get 1 minus x by a whole to the power 4. Minus 2, one of the b will be cancelled. So 2b square by 3 you will get into 1 minus x by a whole to the power 4. Okay. And x is multiplied with all of this one. So again x, if I multiply, let it be. So this part is okay. Then I'll get plus again b square by 4 I will get into 1 minus x by a whole to the power 4 into x dx. This whole thing dx. So if I simplify this, mu c square, b square, b square, b square. So I'll take b square common. by 2 as it is. From this, if you take the LCM, what you will get? Tell me. LCM will be 12. So outside you will have 24. Integral 0 to a as it is. X as it is. One minus x by a whole to the power 4. Is it correct? Check, all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it correct? Mu c square b square by 24 integral 0 to a x into 1 minus x by a whole to the power 4 dx. Now integrate with respect to x here and tell me the answer. What's the answer? Hmm? Waiting for your answer. Done. At least 21 of you. I solved the maximum part. You just need to integrate with respect to x, some variable t, so that minus dx will be equal to a dt. That means x dx will be equal to minus a dt. Something like that you can do. Or if you don't want, you can go for UV formula. Finally, what is the answer? Still calculating?
Mu a square b square c square by 720.
Okay, what you got? Mu a square b square c square by
720.
What about others? All 40 students are there. What about others? Only Vishtesh has got the answer. What about others? No one is answering. What happened? People got it or not? Kirti? Are you there? Am I audible first of all? At least say yes or no. Yes or no. ఏదో ఒకటి ఆన్సర్ చేయండి. ముందే టెక్నికల్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి. Is it the answer what you have got? And what about others? No one is answering after asking so many times. At least yes or no చెప్పడానికి కూడా ఇబ్బంది పడుతున్నారు. You got it?
Got ma'am. Yes ma'am.
ఇన్నిసార్లు అడగాల? Okay. So that's how you calculate the mass. Now let us see again ఇది పాడయ్యే ముందు center of gravity. So again, center of gravity of a lamina we will calculate, and center of gravity of a solid also. So to find the center of gravity in short form, I'll write. So with 2 points, that is x bar, y bar of a plane lamina. Okay. So again, you will take the element of mass for this one. Take the element of mass, that is rho del x del y at the point xy. Then see, center of gravity means it is a point. Is it or not? What do you mean by center of gravity? You have all learned these things in physics. Is it or not?
Geometrical center.
What do you mean? That's why I'm not giving the definitions of this center of gravity, mass, and all these things. What do you mean by center of gravity? Anyone?
Point where the gravity acts, ma'am.
Hmm. Okay. Anything else?
Geometrical center.
Okay. So it's a point you need to find that coordinates. I mean, x and y points. You need a point you need to calculate center of gravity means. Is it or not? So here you will have x bar and y bar given by. So x bar you will calculate by using double integrals. That is integral x rho dx dy by double integral rho dx dy. Now some people, what they will do is they will cancel this double integral rho dx dy and write this as double integral x dy dx or dx dy. That is wrong. Is it the same thing? Can you cancel the numerator and denominator part here?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, you can't. Okay, so don't do such mistakes, silly mistakes. Okay, so this is how you will calculate this point x bar y bar, which is the center of gravity of a plane lamina with the integrals embarrassing the whole lamina itself. The same thing in polar coordinates will be the double integral. X means r cos theta, rho dx dy means again r dr d theta. Understood? Change of variables we are applying here. So if you apply the change of variables, dx dy in polar coordinates is r dr d theta, x is r cos theta, and in the denominator again rho dx dy is r dr d theta. Similarly, y bar you will calculate as double integral. Y means r sine theta, rho dx dy is again r dr d theta. So in the numerator you will have r square sine theta, rho dr d theta, and here for x bar you will have double integral r square cos theta rho dr d theta. Okay. So this is how you calculate the center of gravity for a plane lamina. Similarly, you can calculate the center of gravity of a solid. Only thing is, if you are talking about a solid, you will have one more variable z bar there. Okay, z variable. So the next one, to find the center of gravity, that is x bar, y bar, z bar of a solid. So here the element of mass will be rho del x del y del z, enclosing this point x, y, z. Then x bar will be equal to double integral x rho dx dy dz by, I mean not the double, triple integral rho dx dy dz. Similarly, y bar will be triple integral rho, you will have y here, y rho dx dy dz. Order according to your wish you can write. No restriction for the order here. Okay. Order of this triple integral rho dx dy dz. Similarly for z bar it will be triple integral. Note down along with me, triple integral z rho dx dy dz by triple integral rho dx dy dz. Understood, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Formulas? Only calculations we need to do. We need to find a point. That's it. Okay. So here they may ask you to use the double integration or triple integration based on the given question. Either one of them you can use. Okay. So here is the question. By double integration, find the center of gravity. Find the center of gravity of the area of the cardioid. And cardioid they have defined in this manner: r is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta. Okay. So by now all of you know what is this cardioid, how it looks. You know it or not? Okay, here since this is not iPad, so I can't draw a straight line with this one. Let me try again. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. So this is a cardioid on which major portion will be on which axis? Please answer. X-axis and on negative or positive x-axis?
Positive x-axis.
Positive x-axis. That means this cardioid is something like this. Is it or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, as you can see, this cardioid is symmetrical about the initial line. Initial line means theta is equal to 0. Okay. Here theta is pi by 2. Here theta is minus pi. Here, I mean, plus pi. Here theta is minus pi. Okay. So the cardioid is symmetrical about the initial line. So obviously, its center of gravity lies on this axis itself now, on OX. Is it or not? Forget about the formulas and all. You should have a basic idea of the center of gravity. So where does this point lie, center of gravity for this cardioid? It will lie on this line itself, OX, somewhere here. Is it or not? So this point we need to calculate. And at this one, on this line OX, the center of gravity lies here. Y bar will be equal to what? Tell me. Y bar will be equal to? What will be your Y bar?
0.
It will be 0. Okay.
0.
So, yeah, if some other graph is given, suppose somewhere here, okay, it's going now again, it will go. If somewhere, suppose some graph here it is given, and if your gravity is somewhere here, roughly I'm doing this thing, huh? Don't consider roughly, just to make you understand. If this will be the center of gravity, here you can't say na Y bar is 0 or X bar is 0. Can you?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. Since for this problem, the center of gravity lies on the line X, on the initial line it lies. Therefore, Y bar is 0. Okay. So just the center of gravity is X bar 0. So we need to calculate this X bar value now. Okay. Understood? So X bar will be equal to, given by double integral rho r. Okay. I'm using the polar coordinates here. So r cos theta, that is for X value, r dr d theta, divided by double integral rho r dr d theta. Now limits of theta and r I need to write. So limits of r means 0. I can take any one. 0 to that curve. What is that curve? A into 1 plus cos theta. Limits of theta will be from where to where? Tell me. It starts here and goes back to here. So minus pi to plus pi. Is it or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Here you won't take 0 to pi. Why not? Because you are not just calculating the upper part in above the initial line. Overall, you are calculating. So theta will be from minus pi to plus pi. Okay. And now this is cos theta. R square you have dr d theta. And here, your rho is not given. I mean, this density function is not at all given. So here we will consider it to be 1, a constant we will consider. So the minus limits of theta will be minus pi to plus pi. Limits of r 0 to a into 1 plus cos theta r square dr d theta. In the denominator also you will have minus pi to plus pi. R limits 0 to a into 1 plus cos theta r square, not r square, you will have just r dr, rho r na. So rho is 1 r dr d theta. Okay. So now just calculate and tell me the answer for this one. First integrate with respect to r. So minus pi to plus pi as it is, cos theta as it is. For r square you will get r cube by 3, limits 0 to a into 1 plus cos theta d theta. Denominator you will get, again I'm repeating, don't cancel these things. Minus pi to plus pi. For r you will get r square by 2, limits 0 to a into 1 plus cos theta d theta. On simplification, what you will get? Minus pi to plus pi cos theta r cube means you will get a cube, which I'll write outside. Okay. A cube by 3 you have, and in its denominator again I'm writing a square by 2 I will write. Okay. And this is 1 plus cos theta whole cube d theta. In the denominator you have minus pi to plus pi. A I have written, so 1 plus cos theta whole square I will have. Understood this one? So if you
Yes,
simplify,
ma'am.
you will get a cube, a square cancel. So one of the a, 2 by 3 a you will get. Okay. Limits minus pi to plus pi. You simplify this thing accordingly and solve it. Cos theta 1 plus cos theta whole cube divided by limit minus pi to plus pi 1 plus cos theta whole square d theta. Okay, solve now. Yes, waiting for your answer. Yeah, got the answer. You can expand that, it's your wish, or you can apply some formulas there. Integral minus pi to pi cos to the power n theta d theta is equal to what? It is what it will be. Remember all those formulas? Directly also you can expand and solve it by converting it into beta gamma functions and all. In that way also you can solve. Whichever method, tell me the answer. Got it? Here I'll give one hint also. Even after expanding also, you can make the use of this one. Since the limits are from minus pi to cos pi, I mean minus pi to plus pi, cos to the power n theta d theta. This will be equal to 2 into 0 to pi cos to the power n theta d theta, or 0 according to n as even or odd. You can use this also. This one and then solve. Or if you don't want to use, it's your wish. Got it?
Four x square by 3, ma'am.
Answer you are telling?
Yes,
4a square by 3. No, no, no. You check one more time.
5a by 6.
Yeah, 5a by 6. So this is not the answer. 5a by 6 you will get. What about others?
Yes, ma'am.
Got it?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, note down one problem. It's gone again. Yeah, it's okay. Using double integration, find the center of gravity of a lamina in the shape of a quadrant. We consider it to be positive quadrant of the curve x by a whole to the power 2 by 3 plus y by b whole to the power 2 by 3 is equal to 1. The density being rho is equal to kxy, where k is a constant. So here you need to find x bar y bar point. Will you try this? Will you try it or not? Will you able to try? At least give a hand, try it. If not, then I'll discuss this problem. And I think yesterday also I have given a problem. Did you solve that one? Yesterday also I have given a problem and left the class. Na? At the end of the class, I have given a problem which I didn't solve and ask you people to solve it. You got the answer for it? See, See, at least answer yes or no. Otherwise, what's the use of taking the class? Why I should speak? I'll just show some PPTs, something like that, and close the class, na? Why should I waste my energy? What happened? Why you people are not able to give the answer? Or why you are not willing? Actually, this is the correct thing. Why you are not willing to give the answer? If done, okay, yes. If not done, still you can say what I will do. You are sitting at your home, I'm sitting at my home. I can't do anything. Even if in the class also, if you have not done the problem, I will not do anything. It's not a school to take a stick and beat you. That those days are gone. Even in class also, we won't do anything. We won't be able to. So at least tell me. Otherwise, I'll take the. Why should I waste my time? I'll take the attendance and leave the class. Yeah, P series, roll number 1,
Present, ma'am.
roll number 2,
Present, ma'am.
3,